Yo. So, another week down in the gym. Saturday, August something. I think it's the 8th or something like that. But I've been going pretty consistently. Um, I feel a little bit stronger. I didn't lose any weight. Like, you still see I have this big face, and I'm still chubby as all out. I haven't done a weigh-in. I'm gonna weigh in at the end of this month, before I take off for my birthday. So the goal is to actually be down at least 10 pounds by my birthday. If I can get down more, that would be great. But I'll be happy if I get down 5 pounds, 2 pounds a pound, to be honest. But yeah, I wanted to jump on and just give you a little update. I haven't been posting day by day because I was like, I don't know if that's okay or that's not. And then my last video, I basically talked about my why. And this video, I decided today, just a few minutes ago, I was going back and forth, like, should I say a little bit about myself, or should I talk about some other things? So I'm gonna go ahead and just talk about my fears today. So I talked about my whys, and then now I want to go ahead and just jump into like my fears. So like I said many times, like I'm extremely I'm not at my best health. I'm a heavyweight right now, and some of my why is a part of my fears. So I have fears that I'm going to be unsuccessful in this attempt again to lose this weight. So that's like always my biggest fear. Like, I get some traction, and I'm going, and then something happen where I just fall off, and then I go backwards again. So I'm gonna talk about the first time I was like actually really successful. So during COVID in 2020, everybody was working remote, basically working from home. And so during COVID, I was in a run group, but I didn't run. Like, I'm not really equipped to run. So instead of run, I would just walk. But during COVID, I got into a routine where I would get up and go walking in the morning, and then I actually hired one of my friends as a trainer, and I was doing that in the morning, and then I would walk again in the evening, and I was getting in a good 5-6 miles a day, depending on the day of the week. But the crazy part about it is that this started prior to COVID. So prior to COVID, I decided I wanted to learn how to swim. So two of my coworkers, they would come with me to the Y, and one of them was teaching me how to swim, and the other one was just being very supportive and swimming with me, and that was really good. Like, I was in a routine and a flow. So then we had COVID, so it shut down. COVID shut down. The Y was shut down. Couldn't do that. So then, to keep the momentum, I decided, and so not to get cabin fever, I started to join the Strava app, and a couple of my coworkers, they runners, so they was on it. They added me to the group, so we were in that group. I was walking every day, doing really consistent. It was like, I think that was the best I felt. And then I remember, like, my mental health wasn't the best, but I totally remember I couldn't see the weight coming off, but I felt better. So one day I weighed in, and I had lost 21 pounds during COVID. So remember, we was on lockdown for like a year and a half. But I pretty much during that, maybe within a year, maybe like 8 months, I had lost about 20 pounds. I don't even know if it was 8 months, to be honest. I just remember I lost 21 pounds. And I remember talking to my therapist at the time because I was like in this real bad space, like almost like how I explained to her. It was like that I didn't want to commit suicide. I didn't want to die, but I just didn't want to be alive. I didn't want to be living. So she suggested that when that happened, I need to change the scenery. So I went up state and I went and saw some waterfalls. That was my first time actually seeing a waterfall, and I took a hike and I said some prayers and I cried and all that good stuff. And so then I came back. We went back to work. And we went back to work. I was down. I was feeling good. Like I was feeling good. So that was my first time. And then, but once we got back at work, I couldn't keep up the routine. The Y still wasn't open regularly. So I put the weight back on, basically. Now, let's fast forward 3 years later. So that was 2020, 2021. And then my mom died in 2023. 2023, I had already put on weight. So remember, I lost weight, I put the weight back on. So now, we in 2023, I'm in grad school, grinding it out, getting my second master's. And I do a little surprise visit. You know, I said I'm going to go see my mom, surprise her. And the actual day that I land to see her, she dies. And basically from there, everything spirals. So I say all of this is, you know, with grief, stuff that we can't control. Couldn't control COVID, couldn't control going back to work and then just working like a dog. I'm still in like this grief phase. So, and I don't really think you come out of it. I don't think when you lose your parents, you come out of grief, to be honest. But my biggest fear is that I'm just going to have a bad day one day and then I'm going to be like, fuck it. So I committed a year to this gym. I'm going to definitely I've been locked in, and this is the summer months right now. So I've been coming consistently, and I really don't want to fail again. I don't know what it's going to look like a year from now. I don't know what I'm going to look and feel like 2 years from now, but I just hope it's not this. I hope I'm in a better space and more healthy. So that's just a little abbreviation of my fears. The older I get, the more substantial my health issues get. Some of it is weight related, and then other stuff is just like I don't know, like the alopecia and like autoimmune. I got autoimmune. I just found out I got like a massive fibroid in my uterus, and one inside and one outside. So stuff like that. So just psychological well-being. Then I'm just seeing people who I went to college with just dying, like people dying. So it's actually taking a toll on me mentally. And those are things that's out of my control. Death is out of my control. I don't want to die young. I don't want to die early, but it is definitely a fear, and it's not a fear of dying. It's more of a fear of just not accomplishing, or not even like just not knowing my purpose in this world. So that's where I'm at right now. So I think I'm on this journey just to figure out myself. So it's a little bit longer today, but you know, hope everybody good. Whoever watching this, later I'll see y'all next week. I'm probably just gonna do once a week, or maybe I'll jump on 2. I don't know. I'm definitely gonna keep because this helps keep me accountable. So this is part of my plan. All right, laters.